Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new graphic novels into the store this week. A couple of omnibuses, a couple of hardcovers, and a massive slew of trade paperbacks. It's the usual mix, there's a few things that are, top-ups for the back catalogue, and there's a lot of things that are brand new out this week. So we will take you through everything. So get things off with a couple of omnibuses. So first of all, we have Batman Detective Comics, the New 52 Omnibus Volume 1. So DC have been revisiting the ill-fated New 52 in recent times and producing these omnibuses. They've done Nightwing New 52 Omnibus, they've done Red Hood New 52 Omnibus, there's been the Batman one, of course. So they are starting to revisit this time. Suicide Squad was another one recently. And there's loads of good stuff through the New 52. I'll always stand by it. Detective Comics was great. I remember the first issue especially, which ended with a really shocking reveal regarding the Joker and his status. But yeah, loads of great creators involved in this first volume. The likes of Tony S. Daniel, Jason Fabok, John Layman as well. So this contains issues 0 to 24, the first two annuals, and also includes a 5-issue miniseries, Penguin, Pride and Prejudice as well. Next up we have Marvel 2-in-1, Volume 1. So this is essentially a collection of Marvel Feature 11 and 12 and Marvel 2-in-1 1 to 36. Marvel 2-in-1 was basically a series of one-shots, or the odd time there would be a story that would go over a couple of issues, but it was essentially The Thing and. So for example, you'll see issues here, The Thing and Mr. Fantastic, The Thing and Son of Satan, The Thing and Daredevil, The Thing and Black Widow. So they were all sort of one-shot adventures with multiple characters, but The Thing being the primary sort of connective tissue there. Into the box here, a couple of DC compacts, so just getting Kingdom Come back in stock this week. So again, trying to make sure we have a full range on the DC compacts display. And then a new one this week is Superman Birthright. So Mark Waid, Lionel Yu, and a very well-timed Superman book. Something I was asked about recently was if we had any of the classics illustrated, so I've got a few of these in. So these are essentially illustrated versions of classic stories from literature. So we have Cyrano de Bergerac, first of all. We have Rip Van Winkle, and we have Uncle Tom's Cabin. So again, just getting a few of those in. A few people have asked about them, so we always want to do our best to cater to everyone. Next up we have Titans, Hard Feelings. This is a story arc from John Layman and Pete Woods. This is volume 3 in the current Titans run and covers issues 16 to 21. Speaking of DC and trade paperbacks, we have The Flash, as above. So Si Spurrier continues on with his volume, or with his run on The Flash. Again, volume 3, and this is issues 14 to 19. Back in stock is Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2, the paper, so issues 7 to 12. We've got Volume 1s over there as well. So playing catch-up with Ultimate Spider-Man, we've got you covered with the trade paperbacks. New out this week is Batman Superman World's Finest Volume 6. So Mark Waid, Dan Mora continuing on with their Silver Age adventures. And again, another good example of DC releasing both the hardcover and the trade paperback in the same week to let people make their own mind up which format they prefer. Next up we have Power Girl, The Star. This is volume 3 of the Power Girl run at the moment. Issues 14 to 20 from the team of writer Leah Williams and artist David Baldeón and Adriana Mello. On from there and on to Nightclub Volume 2. So Mark Miller and Juan Ramirez continuing on with their Teenage Vampire book. Really, really good stuff, just endlessly entertaining. And I'm pretty sure we've got volume 1s over there on the racks as well, so you can play catch up on Nightclub. Another one we were asked about a few times recently, so I got it in, is Flash Forward, the redemption of Wally West, if you will. This was a 6-issue miniseries, and that all contained in here, but you also have the epilogue from Generation Zero, Gods Among Us. Next up, we have Iron Man Volume 1. So this is the current run on Iron Man, which is done by Spencer Ackerman, art by Julius Ota, Rod Rice, amongst others. This is the first 5 issues. I think it's slated to be a 10-issue run, so this is essentially the first half of the story, the Stark Roxxon War. Next up, we have Heavy Vinyl, the Complete Collection. So this is a series that came out from Boombox, which is an imprint of Boom Studios. This collects Heavy Vinyl 1 to 4 and Heavy Vinyl Y2KO, the original graphic novel as well. Collects the complete series by acclaimed writer Carly Usdin and artist Nina Vakuvia and Arian Flores in one volume for the first time. The year is 1998, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to support your local girl gang. Next up, we have TMNT Volume 1, Return to New York. So this, of course, is the relaunch for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that happened last year. Jason Aaron's on writing duties, and the way they did the first few issues was they had a different artist for each issue. So each issue, for the first five, because you had Casey Jones as well. But the first 4 issues, one would focus on Raphael, one would focus on Leonardo, one would focus on Michelangelo, etc., one on Donatello. And then by issue 6, they're all sort of brought together. This was one of the best books of last year for me. Jason Aaron was my writer of the year last year. This was one of the main reasons why. Between this, Absolute Superman, and a book he finished off called Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. But cannot recommend this enough. We went pretty big on this. Got plenty of copies in. Yeah, absolutely loved it. Another one we were getting back in stock is The Deviant. So this is the Christmas set serial killer book from James Tynion IV and Joshua Hickson. We got volume 1 and 2 back in stock, which is the complete story. 2 came out there 2 weeks ago, and we just need to make sure with number 1s for the back catalogue. Next up, we have a couple of Vampirella Master Series. So we have volume 1, Grant Morrison and Mark Miller. Vampirella is something we have added quite a bit of to the store. We've added quite a bit to the Dynamite section over there. So always good to get these Master Series runs in as well. We also got volume 5 by Kurt Busiek as well, collecting his work on the title. Next up, we have Wolverine Revenge. This was a fun little 5-issue miniseries written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Greg Capullo. Just really violent, really over the top, brought in as many elements of the X universe as possible, and a standalone story. Next up, we have The Wrestler. So John Ken Mortensen has taken you to the Nightmare Factory, ruined your holidays with a Christmas bestiary, and given you the Night Terrors. Now, in internationally best-selling artist's debut graphic novel, you're going to fight like hell. Freestyle wrestler The Sledgehammer has never met defeat, not at the hands of Painkiller, Handsome Jens, or the Angel of Death. Despite this, 25 years past his glory days, he's a washed-up, guilt-ridden alcoholic with no friends or family. While he's brawling in a back alley, an expensive car rolls up, and the man inside will take him on a surreal journey where heavy metal mixes with Greek myth by the way of Faust. But Sledgehammer's greatest victory lies outside of the ring. Unique covers this the wrestling book. Next up, we have 100 Bullets, Volume 3. So again, DC have been putting these back in print recently, which is great to see. 100 Bullets, one of my favourite series. You know, if someone's given a suitcase with 2 untraceable guns and 100 untraceable bullets, who do you kill? Do you use them? Can you live with yourself if you use them? And then it builds into a big world from there. Brad Azzarello, Eduardo Risso on art. Beautiful looking book into the bargain. Next up, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Death Ranger Part 1. This collects Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 17 to 20, Power Rangers 17 to 20, and Power Rangers Unlimited Countdown to Ruin number 1. The Death Ranger saga begins here. Next up, we have an epic collection for Silver Surfer, My Guy. Volume 12, 1995 to 1996 is covered in here, To the Edge of Reality and Beyond. This covers Silver Surfer 111 to 122, as well as Dangerous Artifacts, Ashcan, Spider-Man Team Up, and material from X-Men Unlimited and Marvel Holiday Special. Then we have Superman The World. So this is quite similar. They did this a couple of years ago for Batman, so they call it Batman The World. It's an anthology book of short stories, but with some of the best creators from around the world. You know, so many comics creators are just either British, American, or Canadian. Well, this is looking at the whole world. So you have stories in here from Spain, Italy, Serbia, Cameroon, India, Argentina, Turkey, France, Brazil, Poland, Mexico, Germany, Czech Republic, and Japan. So tons of great creators involved here, including the likes of Dan Jurgens, Lee Weeks, Jorge Jimenez, Stefan Subic, and more. So all contained in that. And then we finish off the week with the latest addition to the hardcover Energon universe, and that is the codename G.I. Joe. So first 12 issues of G.I. Joe, which has been really, really fun. Joshua Williamson predominantly on that, Tom Riley, Adriana Milana, and again, you've got 2 different covers here. This is the direct market exclusive, only available in comic stores, or you have the traditional cover just there as well. So that is everything in this week. I'm going on to the racks for New Comic Book Day. As ever, anything appeals to you, if you spot something, just drop us a message. We can always hold stuff. Never a problem. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. It's always good keeping you guys up to date with what is coming into the store. Hopefully, I'll see you throughout the week. Take it easy.